Good morning, students. Last time we have discussed about the first division of cryptogamy, that is algae. Now today we are going to deal with the second division of cryptogamy, that is bryophyte. Now let us discuss some general characteristics of bryophyta. The first and very important, that is they are amphibian plants. What do you mean by amphibian? They possess dual life? Yes, they do. What do you mean by it? Though they live in damp or humid places, but they require water for their sexual reproduction. So, therefore, they are called as amphibian plants. They have the thallus-like prostrate or erect body. What do you mean by that? We know that they lack true root system and shoot system. It means no true roots or true stem is present in case of bryophyte, but the body of the bryophyte is called as thallus, which is prostrate. It means which grows laterally, or erect. It means it grows vertically. Therefore, we can say that the thallus or body is either prostrate or erect in position. Next point, they lack true root and stem system, but still their rhizoids are present. What are rhizoids? Rhizoids are the root-like structures which actually helps the bryophyte to anchor to the substratum or support. Now these rhizoids are either unicellular in the nature or they are multicellular. They are non-vascular plants. What do you mean by it? They lack xylem and phloem. These two are the vascular tissues and the vascular tissues are absent. Therefore, these plants are considered as non-vascular plants. They show heteromorphic alternation of generation. Now let us go one by one. Heteromorphic, heteros, different, morphic, morphologic. In short, morphologically, the two generations, that is a sporophytic generation and the gametophytic generations, are different. They do not look alike. In bryophytes, the gametophytic generation is haploid and the sporophytic generation is diploid. Now, let us discuss the reproduction in bryophytes. The vegetative reproduction in bryophytes is done by the formation of gamma bodies. What do you mean by gamma bodies or gamma cells? These are the cells which are responsible for the fragmentation or vegetative reproduction in bryophytes. These gamma cells are localized into a gamma cup like structures which after the maturation detaches itself from the body and each cup will grow as a different individual. The next mode, sexual reproduction. In bryophyte, the sexual reproduction is totally oogamous. What do you mean by that? Oogamous reproduction in which the female gamete are non-motile but they are larger than the male gamete which are motile in the nature. But let us first discuss about the male and female sex organs which are present in bryophytes. The male sex organ is called as antheridium, which provides biflagellated antherozoids which acts as the sex cells for male gametophyte. And female sex organ is called as archegonium, which produce a single egg cell. Now, n numbers of antherozoids, as they are biflagellated, so naturally they are going to get released into the water. So, antherozoid will fuse with the egg cell to form the zygote. But remember students, here the zygote will never undergo the reduction division immediately, but it replicates itself and form a multicellular structure which is called as sporophyte. Then sporophyte will give rise to spore. gametophyte. So this is the whole life cycle for the bryophyte. Now let us discuss the ecological importance of the bryophyte. The mosses in association with lichens, they used to decompose the rocks so that the soil formation takes place. So in short, the bryophyte plays a vital role in formation of soil. As they cover the land with their rhizoids, we can say that the rhizoids will anchor to the soil so that they helps in a protection from the soil erosion also. They have water retaining capacity. It means the capacity to hold the water. They are used as a packing material also. So, thank you students. If you like our channel, then please subscribe and share.